Are you ready for this? Let's go. Good morning, Grooners. Yes, here I am in the Lickey Hills. Way. So I'm going to do a bit of a different vlog today. Yes, running guru does walk. I know. Walking. It's for some reason it doesn't sound as glamorous as running, does it? But for me, running is more. Is this where I did and then do take two? For me, walking is more essential than the running part, because after yesterday's great Birmingham 10k, I'm feeling super good, and it's good just to keep moving. You often hear people talk about recovery runs. For me, I prefer going for a walk. So today, watch me as I go through, and there's a lot of history that I'm going to be talking through about the Lickey Hills. I'm heading up to the top of what is called Beacon Hill on the part here. So this is in the South Birmingham area, and we're bordering on the North Worcestershire. So yeah, this is South Birmingham. I think, yeah, Birmingham City Council sign up there. So yeah, Lickey Hills Country Park. When I was a kid, it wasn't called a country park. It was just the Lickey Hills. Anyway, let's go and have a walk up the hills. Yes guys, as you can see behind me, a golfing green golf course. This is the Lickey Hills golf course. Many famous people have played on here. I won't list all the names, but it is a municipal course and anyone can turn up, just pay and go. Great fun. In fact, I can hear some noise. It sounds like a woodpecker. Let's go and inquire. You may have noticed by now on this vlog that I've not put any music or backing soundtracks or anything like that. I'd like to keep it raw and let you listen to nature, because right now I can hear all the birds singing. It's early morning and yeah, birds do what they do, they sing. And as you know, if you've been following my vlogs of the past however many months, is I do like to sing, yes. Maybe I should sing along with the birds. Let's go. Now, isn't this a gorgeous day? Behind me, you probably can't see it with the sun behind me and lights and backlight and so on and so forth, but there's what we used to call as kids the castle. I'll take you over there and you'll see why it's actually, I think it's called an obelisk, because it's not quite a castle, but when you're a little tiddler, it was a castle to us. So let's get over there. So here I am on the top of the obelisk. Lovely map here, showing all the directions and countryside. Obviously it's so early, it's a bit misty out there. Not long distance views, but I'm sure as the day progresses it'll all clear up and you can see as far as we can see. So in terms of looking at the map here, in that direction, Northland direction, you've got Cannock Chase up there. And then over that way you've got Radnor Forest, Forest of Dean. Hey, Andy, there he is. Forest of Dean down southwest, and obviously we've got the Cotswold Hills, Bredon Hill down that way, and going on to Coventry, and lovely parts around there. Over to the east. Let's have a look a bit more. Remember I was saying earlier that this isn't really a castle. If you look at the height, as I stretch my hand out, I'm almost reaching the top. So yeah, it's about, I would say, 8 foot high. So not quite the castle, but you know, it's still a beautiful thing. And to many children coming up here, it is the castle. And yeah, let's go out and enjoy. Does anyone remember the Jasper Carrot sketch? Is there a mole in my garden? Oh no. And I can't remember how big the moles are, but they're tiny little things, and look what they do. Wow. I thought I'd do a quick panoramic. So over here you've got the Waisley Hills. Over on that top you won't see in a distance, but it's the M5 motorway. Down here we've got Rubery, and you can see the golf course. Rubery being the gateway to the Lickey Hills and Waisley Hills. And then over in the distance, over there, is Birmingham city centre, and to the right you've got the Longbridge Works and the east side of Birmingham. In the straight line here, I'm going to take you over to the, I don't know if you can see the top of the hill over there, part of Lickey Hills. I'm going to head out over in that direction, and there'll be a bit of history to do with Middle-earth. Yes, Middle-earth. I'll be discussing more about that as we go through the Lickey Hills and head out over to those hills there. Let's go. I was talking earlier about Middle-earth. Yes, Middle-earth. Any Lord of the Ring fans out there? Hobbit fans? Yes, this is Middle-earth. A little bit of history and facts for you. Yeah, that Tolkien, the author of the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit, he grew up in the South Birmingham area. I think he lived out in, I'm not too sure, correct me if I'm wrong, but around the Moseley area. But he used to come out to the Lickey Hills in the summer where he had some family here. And it's said that this inspired him to write those books. I mean, if you look around you, it's absolutely beautiful here. I can see, if you've seen some of those movies, and you see the woodlands and trees around here and the hills, beautiful landscape, I can see why it's inspired him that this is Middle-earth. And there's many landmarks around the Birmingham area, like the Edgbaston Reservoir, the Twin Towers. There's a lot of landmarks, the Sarehall Mill, which is Hobbit land, I think, and there's all sorts out. It is beautiful here, and we're so lucky to be so close to a major city like Birmingham, and yet within a couple of miles you're in this beautiful countryside. And well, I just can't say enough good things about it, and it is absolutely beautiful and great uplifting feeling, great for the soul, and makes you feel good, doesn't it? Yeah, whee. Wow, those were steep steps, and there's still more to go down in this direction. Which reminds me when I was speaking with Matt, who does a lot of ultra running, and he told me that ultra runners, when they're on steep hills, whether it be up and down, is a lot of that is walking. So it's more of an endurance to get out there. So it's not all just about going to speed on these lovely flat, fast trails, but also sometimes you have to walk up and down pieces like this. So maybe I'm doing an ultra run today. Hey, let's get down these steps. I think I better switch this off, otherwise I'll trip over talking to you whilst walking down these steep steps. Let's go. Well, I've now arrived at what is fondly known as the duck ponds. Yes, out here, obviously many years ago, there was more of a compound for many ducks and whatever. And yes, you get all sorts of birds coming in here, so maybe we can find some of the ducks now. Let's go have a look. Yes, we have found ducks in the duck pond. How about that, eh? And on cue, just for camera, they're making lots of lovely noises. Can anyone translate what they're saying? So there you have it, guys, the duck ponds. Let's continue over the Lickey Hills, yeah? Of course, being a beautiful sunny bank holiday, there's a couple of caterhams here, which look like proper racing gear. Hey guys. Alright, how you doing? Say hello to YouTube. Hello YouTube. Alright guys? Yeah. So, chatting with the guys here, yeah, the two caterhams. Beautiful cars. If you ever get a chance to have a go in those, you don't have to go racing, but amazing cars. One of my favourite places here in the Lickey Hills has got to be the cafe, yeah, where I can have a nice hearty full English breakfast any time of day. Yeah, lovely place. Oh, it makes me feel really hungry. I did have a little breakfast, but that was only just a bagel. I think I need maybe a bit more. Let's crack on. As I mentioned earlier, you've got the, this is the Lickey Hills Golf Course. 18 hole, and yes, I mentioned a lot of famous people here. They do have a lot of pro-am competitions on here. Even I, with the two kids, we've done a 9 hole course, so it's lovely course. Nice. Isn't this just great, walking with nature, listening to the birds sing? Doesn't that make you feel good? Certainly makes me feel good, and that's why I do it, because I just love it. Woodpecker trail, public footpath. Yes, something I forgot to mention around the Lickey Hills. There's the Lickey Hills Country Park, whatever you call it, central area, and from there's a whole host of trail walks that you can do, short ones, medium ones, long ones. I think the Woodpecker one is the longest one. It's about, I think, 6 miles, 7 miles. Correct me if I'm wrong, if those of you know the Lickey Hills and that particular Woodpecker trail. And yeah, it's great. Don't you love it? Now the thing with this particular lens, right up there, I don't know if you can see the obelisk, that castle that I was on the top of a bit earlier. And these here are the cluster of trees that you could see from the top of that obelisk over there. So let's head up over to the peak of this particular hill. So yes, I'm at the top of the hill, and up there is Beacon Hill, the obelisk, and as I sweep around, here's a cluster of trees, and through here, over there is the Longbridge Motorworks, which used to be back in the 60s, I think it's Austin Morris, and it was the birthplace of the Mini, you know, the original Mini from the Italian Job movies of the 60s. We had a self-preservation society. Yes, this was where the factory was. All gone now, all apart from a little bit that is now used for MG, for building the current MG cars. Anyway, let's head back over this way. So here is that cluster of trees that we could see from the top of Beacon Hill. Trying to find a vantage point here that you can see through and see the actual golf course. Golf course is spread out all across here, and there's the toposcope up on the top of that hill. Gorgeous, isn't it? So now time to head back down from the hills. I think there's a song there, isn't there? Or was it called Run to the Hills? Run to the hills. Run for your life. Remember this song? Hey, leave a comment link if you know that song. Oh, gotta have one last look over there. Bit more of a clearer view of the golf course and Beacon Hill. Time to head down. So there you have it, guys. That concludes today's very different vlog, a walking vlog. And I've finished here, as you can see here, it says Rednall Hill. So at the top there was Rednall Hill, and on the other side was Beacon Hill. Hope you enjoyed this, and what would be really good, and to give me some feedback as well as leaving comments, give it a like and subscribe if you think you like this kind of content, and if you want to see more of it. And in the same way with running, walking is fantastic for our physical health and mental health, and it's great helping us with our general well-being. So yes, get out there and have a walk. This took me about, what, an hour or so to get round, so very nice. can even take your dog for a walk around here, yeah? So, wherever you are, whatever you do, keep walking.